Did you know that there are 6 fundamental principles you need to get right at the point of impact if you're going to hit the golf ball where you intended to hit it so that you've got a chance of holing the putt? Hi, I'm Andy Gorman-ThePASS, the putt and short game specialist who's passionate about seeing success on this side and the other side of the camera. So this week's session ultimately is about getting to understand what are the 6 fundamentals. Number 1, the face needs to be square at the point of impact. Number 2, the path needs to be reasonably straight. I said reasonably, not exactly. Reasonably is good enough. 3, we need to get good speed. Because with good speed, we can then determine where we're going to hit it anyway if we've got breaking putts. If we've got a straight putt, then you just need to worry about speed and making sure that you hit it on the right line that's applicable to straight. Of course, we need to understand the loft of the club and what that will do at the point of impact, or, basically, very simply, just keep the ball rolling along the ground because that's what we're here to do. Then we need to understand rise angle. How does that determine how the ball rolls efficiently and why topspin is a myth? Yes, it's a myth. And then ultimately the sweet spot. Oftentimes overlooked. But the sweet spot will assist the transfer of energy. It will stop the club face from twisting. So if you don't hit the sweet spot, you will get a response from the club face, which will change the face angle of the club at the point of impact, or when you hit it, but more importantly, when the ball leaves it. It's at that moment when the ball leaves the club face that will be determined by poor strikes. If you hit the sweet spot, the face will stay nice and straight. One of the reasons why the centre shafted putter is so popular these days is that this is more stable on the miss hit. So, what are we going to do to determine that we hit the sweet spot more often? Because that's really what I want to labour on right now. Finding the sweet spot will help us to keep the face square. I just said that to you. It will also help us to deliver the club at a good speed and, more importantly, transfer the energy into that golf ball. Now, in another video, we're going to talk about how changing your ball and face material can affect the smash factor outcome and the distance the ball ends up travelling. But essentially, if you miss the sweet spot, you're going to find hitting the golf ball predictably very difficult. You've got to hit the sweet spot. Now, there is a certain fella who's been rather good at chasing down another pretty good fella who was also very good at hitting the sweet spot, pretty good putting too when he needed to. So these 2 goats, and we won't have the argument as to which one is the goat, right? But they were both extremely good at what they were doing at their times when they did them. We're talking about Tiger and Jack. Let's look at Tiger for a moment, because we know that he does something on the putting green when he goes out there to play, which I can't do in here, and that is grab the tee peg and put the tee peg down at the side of the putter. I've watched him do it at the Open Championship. I've watched him on a couple of practice greens, and it is very impressive. In fact, I've never seen Tiger hit the tee, and neither of you. If you've got footage, please be willing to share it with me privately. However, the reason why I know that he's not done it, and you've absolutely not got that video either, is because it's videoed. Every time Tiger steps onto the putting green, everybody grabs their phone and they record it because it's great television, or would be. Certainly if we were to watch him take the paint off the tee. But he's never done it. Just that good. He is really good. And he doesn't leave himself a massive margin for error. I know the camera will be zooming in very shortly. So, I'm leaving myself a little margin for error here because I would recommend that you do as well. Now, to note, what is that margin for error? Sweet spot strike there. Ooh, not much. Not much where the ball is lying. So, give myself a little bit of space. I would want to go about the width of a tee peg. which will be around about 1/8 of an inch. So we've got a 1/4 of an inch gap between the two. That's a good number to be working, and on top of the length of the club. But that's exactly what Tiger does. He doesn't actually knock the post out the way, by the way. Just get the tee peg down, sorry, the ball down, the putter down, and then just position that right where you would want to test yourself. That's a reasonably tight target. I'm an expert, or at least I'm reasonably good. So swinging the putter from side to side now, I should be able to swing through that quite comfortably without making any contact whatsoever. There is absolutely no pressure on me, and because there's no pressure on me, this will be a breeze. Breathe, Andy. Nice and smooth, nice and simple, back and forward. Found the sweet spot. Ball's heading towards the target. Now I know that with a bit of practice that I will have this putt drill honed in. When I take it out onto the golf course, I use the tees, just like Tiger does. Caught it. There you go. You witnessed it. I've done it here for you. I'm human. That's all right. I'm human. I can miss the sweet spot as well. That is embarrassing, isn't it? It's not as easy as it looks, even when there is 1/8 of an inch either side of the putter. So it's not a very big error either, is it? So let's train hard so that we perfect what we do and hit the sweet spot more often. Maybe I should just shut up for a moment, concentrate on what I'm doing, but hey, where's the fun in that? And hit a few more sweet spots because I'm practicing properly. Come on, Andy, focus on what you're doing. There you go. No pressure, as I said. This is something that I would practice on a fairly regular basis, and it helps me to send the path at the club. You know what? I'm just going to move it in just a little bit tighter. Uh-oh. That's really tight now. There we are. Sweet spot strike. It's good training. And it will help to deliver a squarer, straighter, moving club. Remember, it's a straight arc. Go and check out the other video. But crucially, if you can find the sweet spot, you're going to be able to determine 2 of the factors, 3 arguably, because you've got 3 of them covered. Hit the sweet spot, you'll optimize your speed, transfer of energy. You'll also keep the club face square because you won't be twisting the club by misstriking it. On this note, how many times have you heard of the tricky, slippy little downhiller, and to kill the speed, you hit it out the toe of the club? Guess what? You'll open the club face, you'll kill the speed, but you'll open the club face and the ball will miss on the low side. I'll guarantee you it'll miss to the right of the hole because it will twist the club face, because you'll also be inadvertently holding the club a little bit lighter. Again, another video that's been released recently. So essentially here, focus on hitting the sweet spot. If you need to hit it a little softer, you can reduce your grip pressure. But you do need to stabilize the impact. Make sure the sweet spot is transferring good energy all the time. Make sure that you're hitting the sweet spot so you are not twisting the club face. Make sure the loft of the club is good. The rise angle is good. Do I share with you now? Or we'll do it next time, of what the actual numbers are that you need to have on the loft of the club and the rise angle in order that you can perfect the spin roll factors on the putt when you strike the golf ball. Coming in a video very soon. Watch out. We're going to talk about topspin and why it's a myth next time. Thank you for watching. If you like the video that you've just watched, please like and subscribe. Please comment as well, because I'm happy you're going to communicate with me. It's Andy Gorman-ThePASS, the putting and short game specialist, who's passionate about seeing you succeed. So ultimately, what I want you to do is to comment, ask as many questions as you like. It will be me that replies. Please do so. If you like and subscribe, you'll never miss a video that will come up. So I thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.